Leo, I am recovery or recovering addict, or I'm recovering, or I'm a cover worker and I'm covering everybody's shift at work, or you're looking for a new duvet or duvet, or your name's Dan, or you're recovering from Dan. You could also be Stan, which would be Eminem, which could be Emily, Melissa, Maria, Matilda, Michael, Jackson, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, the names. I definitely keep hearing recovery, Ria, Jackie, Ria, Regina, but I'm Orangina. I'm going orange. What is that? So is that Jawned, the name Jawned, or Jaundy, John, the name John, or Jaundice, or Jordan Gill, fighting, boxing, or I'm recovering, like I'm a recovering addict, or I'm a recoverer worker, is what they're saying. So if you haven't met the channel before, Leo, this is where we do you a load of channeled stuff from the Akashic Records. If you don't know what they are, there are videos all over this channel that explain it, and also how I read in numerology, all the links provided below for videos. Recover, like I keep hearing Ria though, or like jaundice, like some kind of like yellowing. I don't know if there is like hepatitis or anything like that, or like yellowing of the eyes, or unless you're listening to Yellow, right? Something to do with like YOLO. So YOLO, or whoever that was, J-Lo, Jody, Joanne, Julie. There's some names there. Hold on a second. So there'll be a load of names and stuff as well, and then we kind of figure out what you've got coming up for October, Leo. So Jules, Vern. So Vernie or Verdi or Bernie, Bernard, Brian. Also Brian, Bernie, Brian. They keep saying Brian. Brine. Some of you it's salmon and tuna. So it might be a fish. Could be something to do with the Pisces. In your soul group energy, or you might even have this in your placement. So for instance, if you are Leos, which you would be watching this, you can also watch it as an Aquarian because it's 8. If you don't understand that, there's definitely videos that you would need to watch. But so for instance, I have Aquarius in Venus, so they relate with me of coming up as a Pisces in this reading. So you've got this like recovery, like, so let's start to look at the energy of what it is that you're recovering from, because they're saying like Alka-Seltzer and a big party last night. So you really could be dealing with like a 3 of Cups, which is what I would say around a third party, or something to do with the 3 of Cups. It would be a Pisces in my book. But it could also be like a party which would be Libra. So like you might have a birthday party that you know of a person, or you have this in your placement, or you're a cross watcher of Libra and there's a party, and a big party last night. I'm also here, so recovering addicts, or recovering from PTSD and trauma. Please make sure that you watch my 50 milligrams of Zoloft, and my recovering from manic depressant and PTSD, and also anxiety, but there's a video that is provided here somewhere. Yeah, so they're saying roadside recovery, so Rhodes Island, somewhere from Ireland or Idaho. Okay, Idaho, Rhodes Island, Rhodes. So some of you might be looking into an actual keyboard itself. Well, a little bit of trivia there for you. Rhodes, if you're into pianos and keyboards, that Rhodes, guess which band it was that actually, pretty much made Rhodes, piano, synthesizer, Cynthia, Steve, Sarah, but made that famous, which was Ray Manzarek from The Doors, because they used the first Rhodes bass in order to create bass. But yeah, The Doors, Jim Morrison, but so Morrissey, Moisey, the name Moisey, Boise, also Boise, Louisiana, Boise, Idaho, boys. Some of you are like a lot of boys, or you're seeing a lot of boys, or your name is Boyd, or Payne, the name Payne, Boyd. Anyway, avoidance. So some of you might be looking at avoidance. Well, I mean, like I said, I'm promoting now we're not promoting it, but I'm encouraging people to go and get seen for depression, because that is definitely what I have, and you can avoid a lot of things and people in your life and push them out and not realize that it's depression. Okay, so it's a lot of things that I've discovered on my journey, but you would need to keep up with the channel to know my videos that are coming out as vlogs there. So I don't really want to go into it too much to every video that I do. But you could be recovering from something like that. You could be noticing a lot of signs. I definitely keep hearing like something to a Cancerian or a life path 7 because of roads, and like I'm avoiding the road. Like I'm avoiding going on the road. Like I don't really want to drive, or I can't drive, or I'm avoiding roads. Like roads. Rachel, also Rachel. Or racial, like some kind of like discrimination, of racial discrimination, or discriminating. Anyway, so let's see what you've got coming up. So, well, they keep saying recovering. That is all I pretty much got for you, Leo, was I'm recovering. Like I'm a recovering addict, or I'm recovering from like alcohol or drugs, or recovering from like PTSD, trauma, depression, possible. But like I'm in recovery. So some of you, but they're also saying a cover worker. So basically somebody that covers people's shifts, like 12-hour shifts. You really could be dealing with like a Pisces maybe. But like, you know, like people that work for the NHS, or people that work in hospitals, or people that work in like large supermarket stores or something like that. And it requires shift work. Like I'm covering your shift. And as you shift out the way, then I can, as you shift out the way. Shift out where, love? Someone could be from up north. They're like, hey, you're right, duck. Shift out road. Shift out road. That's what we used to say when I used to live up north, is shift out road, love. You're right, love. Just shift out road. Go on, shift out road. Shift the road. Shift road. Shift road. Shit row. Death Row Records. Something to do with Marshall Mathers, or Dr. Dre, or Death Row Records, or you're into music. Like I am, Angel Radio. I've got another one coming up actually. Angel Radio, I'm also a music producer. You can find it on this channel, and another one called Angel Radio Music. It's all linked provided below. But like music, craft, art, all that kind of stuff for a lot of you. You might be looking at pianos, keyboards, synthesizers, MIDI keyboards, all that kind of stuff. But Dr. Dre, so some of you might be going to the doctors, or you, like I said, I mean, it could be like I'm going through myself, antidepressants, taking the first step of realizing a lot of control issues that I have through highs and lows. So through like being really like energetically ready and everything else, and blah, 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 and then basically coming across as if I treat people like objects. So for instance, MPC X, Machina Plus, blah, 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 synthesizer here, guitar there, everywhere. And as soon as it arrives, I give it a week or so, and then I hit a low vibration, and then pretty much I sell it without really giving it a chance in order to be able to learn it. So I have noticed a lot about my patterns of behavior through objects, through depression. Okay, so there are many discoveries that I'm going to start talking about on this channel also, so make sure you hit the bell with all notifications there. But like, yeah, basically control issues of trying to control one's desire of an outcome of something that you want to buy to patch up a feeling that can't be met. And then when it can't be met, then it's something about I can't meet you. I can't meet you. I can't meet you. I'm sorry, but I can't. Carmel, or Carmel, or Mel, Melissa, Maria, Michael, Jackson, Julian, Justin, Jackie. But I can't meet you. I can't eat you. Really? I can't eat you? Well, that's a fucking good job at Interhuman then. I can't eat you. Go on, eat me. No. So unless you're trying to stop eating food like cake and biscuits, and like the cake looks up at you and go, "You're right, bruv. You want me, don't you?" And you're like, "No, I don't want you." You're like, yes, you do. You're like, "No, I don't want you. I'm sorry." "Yes, you do want me, don't you?" And you're like, "No, I don't want you, cake. Stop looking at me, cake, and telling me that I want to eat you." "No, go on. You know you want to, bruv, don't you?" You're like, "No, I don't." So, or like, go on, you know you want to meet me. And you're like, "No, I don't want to meet you." And it's like, "Yes, you do want to meet me." It's like, "No, I do not want to meet you." So unless it's someone that's coming up that's, I don't know, annoying you, or you're annoying them, or Emily, Melissa, Maria, Matilda, Michael, Jackson, Julian, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, or all the J's, I really don't know, but kind of like, oh, I really don't know. Can you go on? You know you want to meet me. No, I don't want to meet you. Go on, just at least meet me. Come and meet me. Come and see me. Come and like, no, I or like, I don't know. Unless you're being pulled in like loads of different directions, and people are saying, look, just come and meet me, and you're like, look, I can't meet you. Like, I can't meet you. I don't even live there. So I get this all the time. That loads of people from America, like a lot of like, come and meet me. Like, I suffer from fucking depression. Well, like, I don't know. I'm hearing like, come and meet me. Come and meet me. Come and meet me. Come and meet me. Can you meet me? Can you meet me halfway? Can you at least meet me halfway? Can we meet in the middle? I don't know. There might be some kind of like meeting a person halfway. Okay, like if you come halfway, I'll come halfway. Like if you come halfway, come halfway. Hideaway. Something to a hideaway. Heidi, the name Heidi, or hideaway. Hadaway. So what did Hadaway sing? Oh man, I used to love that as well. Oh, I can't remember Hadaway. But there's a great song by Hadaway. Hannah, I'm also picking up the name Hannah, or Anna, or Annie. And meet me halfway. Can you meet me in the middle? Piggy in the middle. In the middle. Stuck in the middle with you. Right? I want to make it with you. Queens of the Stone Age. Anyway. Cool. Very sporadic loads of Akashic Records messages there of not really relating too much. So let's have a look at the main messages here, Leo, before we look at your tarot. They're definitely saying, like, can you meet me halfway, right? I don't know what that is that's coming up for you. There is something to do with around, like, shift work and having to pull extra shifts and extra hours and extra read all about it. Something to do with around a big issue or, like, a newspaper, right? And I'm writing a paper. Some of you are starting to write again. The name Jennifer, but write again. Like, I'm going to start writing a newspaper. I'm going to start writing an article or something like that, an article. Some of you are into artifacts as well, artifacts. Like, I'm only going to go off the facts. Just the basic facts, Justin. But like, just the basic facts. Relax, Jackie. Relax, Jackie. But like, Jax. Just the basic facts. Can you tell me where it hurts? Pink Floyd, right? Can you show me where it hurts? There is no pain you are receiving. A distant ship smoke in the horizon. Something to do around London and the big smoke. London. You are only coming through anyways. Your lips move, but I can't hear what you're saying. Is someone deaf? What? Someone's deaf, like they're deaf. Steph could be deaf, or someone's deaf, or it's just called Steph. Right, just Steph. Just Steph. That's a t-shirt right there. Just Steph. Justin and Stephanie. Justin and Stephanie. Justin and Stephanie sitting in a tree. Kissing. KIS. I'm picking up KLF. The Ancient of Mumu, or someone that's called Kaylee or KIF or Caliph. Kelly, Caliph, bailiffs, Bailey, the name Bailey. It's the dog, Bailey. Or anybody be called Bailey, a name called Bailey. Haley, also Haley. Henry, Haley. Man, there's some names all up in here. It's not really giving me like a... So let's look at again. Let's go back to the messages. Glenn, the name Glenn, or someone from Scotland, right? Scotland, Glenn. Right, so pulling extra work, pulling extra shifts. Be careful of your back, that you don't pull your back. Okay. I want you back. I want you back. So some of you want your ex back, or you are getting back with your ex, or there is some kind of like, I want you back now. I want you back now. Okay. So I don't know what it is that you've got going on that could possibly be within your love lives there, Leo. Or something like, I want you back now. Now I understand, I want you back. Something like that. Like, I need to come to an understanding that I might want you back. but we can work it out. There's something to do with, can we work it out? Can I get you back? Is there a possibility of reconciliation? Is what I'm also hearing, because all I keep hearing is, I want you back. I want you back. Is there someone that left work, and now they're saying, look, now we want you back, like, you know, we want you back now. You left, and now we want you back. I mean, that could be your love life. Right. Back. Rebecca. Keep naming Rebecca. But Becky. Someone that calls someone Becky. Their actual name is Rebecca, but they call this person Becky. Bex. Leo, you really haven't got anything other than just a load of names there, really. Shift work, pulling your back, maybe. I want you back, might be something to do around reconciliation. Meet me halfway, something about travelling. What was the first message that I had for you? Can't remember now. Yeah, recovery. That's it, recover. So it's either like Ricardo or Ricky, but like or anybody beginning with R, Rachel, R, but like recovery, like I'm recovering from something. From Steve. Recovering from Steve, or I'm covering Steve. I'm covering you, Steve. My wings are like a shield of steel. But like I'm covering you. I'm coveting you. What is that? Comforting you. Comforting. I want comforting. Some of you are looking for a comforter, which would be like a quilt or something like that. A blanket or a quilt or a duvet or a duvet or whatever you call them. Or a doona if you're from like Australia. But like cover. Cover worker. Covering. Coveting. Covet. A cover. So this is a cult. There's a cult here also. A cult leader. The name Lee or Leanne or a cult leader. Cult. Well, esoteric stuff is also known as a cult. Cult. Cole. Nicole. Cole. Someone that is called Cole or Colin. Cole. A coal worker. Or a cool girl. I don't know. Cole. Nicole. Cole. Kidman. Oh, I don't know. They're not relating to much, Leo. Nikki. Nicola. Nick. Nikki Black Market. Something to do with the black market. Buying something on the black market. Well, there's music there for a lot of you. Music, Rhodes, pianos, synthesizers, music. Okay, therapy. Some of you are like therapeutic. Looking into Therma Louise or a Therma. Or therapy. Like, this could be like cover workers of therapy. Like, I'm going to therapy. Could be tablets or anything like that, but there could also be therapy that could be there as well, like therapeutic, doing anything. Well, music is my therapy, but like they keep saying therapeutic or therapy. Okay, therapy. So I'm seeing a therapist. So some of you might be getting pissed, and some of you might be seeing a therapist from being pissed, which means that you're in recovery from alcohol or drugs or something like that. And if it isn't, then it's AA. So like meetings, I'm going to a meeting, like an AA meeting, okay, Alcoholics Anonymous or Narcs Anonymous, and I'm recovering from PTSD, or I'm recovering from Steve, or Steve's recovering, something like that, okay. So that's what you've got. Okay, but it is not quite October yet, so messages, take them or leave them or whenever they are, okay? But let's see. Come as you are, Kurt Cobain, Curtis, Tiger, Kirsty, The name Kirsty. I mean, these could be people all that you know, like friends, families, mothers, fathers, just people in your soul group's names, cover working, and all these people are around where you work, all these people, and it's like a team leadership, like the name Lee, or team leadership, like I am a team leader, and I work with a load of people, say at a care home or something, and I'm the team leader. Okay. I'm the leader of the pack. But like, yeah, team leader, teamwork. We need to work together as a team. You really could be listening to Pink Floyd there. Anyway, teamwork. Tea work. Also, some of you cook tea. Cook tea. The name Cook. Gary, Tina, Cook. Cooking. Some of you are a cook. You do things where you are a cook. Okay, physical, like cooking food all day. So cooking. And I seem to be cooking all the time. Unless it's cooking up. Hopefully it's not crack. But like cooking up would also be music, and I'm cooking up, right? Cooking up. And I'm also looking up something in a book. So you might be looking up, I don't know, just like looking up things in order of interest, like to buy or to go, like a place, a holiday, or they keep saying like, I'm looking up something, like I'm studying something and having to look it up. Gonna have to look you up. Gonna have to look you up and down. I don't know. It might be someone that you haven't seen yet, and you're like, I'm just sizing you up. Like I'm looking you up and down and thinking, or like I need to see you first to be able to size you up to know. But like I'm looking you up, which can also mean like I'm looking up for your address, or I'm looking to see where you live, and I'm looking you up. Like they keep saying I'm looking you up and down. I'm looking you up and down, which normally means where you kind of like you see someone and you meet someone and you give them that quick look up and down and like, damn, like, you know, you look someone up and down, right? But also looking up an address or something like that, and I need to look up your address. Really? Someone's looking up someone's skirt. But like, excuse me, I'm hearing like I need to look you up. I need to look you up. I need to lock you up. Really? What's that? Someone going to prison? I need to lock you up. I need to get you locked up. Someone's trying to get someone into prison. Or like, I need to lock you up. Or I need to lock you down. Like, I need to lock it in. Lock it in. Lock it in. Lock it. Lucy. And I need to luke you up. I need to luke you up in the book. It's a little bit like the yellow pages, right? And that they don't have them now, I don't think. But like in the yellow pages, it would be like, I need to look up a plumber. I need to look up someone that can fix something around the house. And I need to look up in the yellow pages. But if it isn't that, it would be something to do, because that was yellow, right? I did say yellow. And I need to look in the yellow pages to find like a plumber, or you might be listing your business in the yellow pages, or like on like, you know, whatever it is. But I'm listing my business up on the yellow pages. But you kind of gather what the yellow pages is if you don't have them in another country. But a book full of people that can fix stuff, basically. But that might also be where I need to look in a book to find your address. To find you a dress. So it's either an address that you're looking up, like a book to look up things, or it might be an encyclopedia of medicine, which would be, well, it used to be called the MIMS. Right, so I need to look things up in a book to find medication, so on and so forth. But they're saying that I also am looking for a dress. So like some of you might be looking online to buy yourself some new clothes. Like, I mean, it doesn't have to be a dress, but it could be for the guys, it could just be like clothes. But I need to like look for some clothes. It might be because you're on a diet, or I don't know, just because you like want to buy some new clothes. But like I need to look it up in a dress. I need to look up for a dress. So I need to dress to impress. So some of you really might be going out on a date, or you might be going somewhere and you're trying to impress someone by buying some new clothes to impress them. Okay, so it could be a date. It could be an event that you've got coming up or something that could be important, like a birthday or a wedding or I don't know, anything like that. But I need to dress to impress, right? Because you might be asked out to go to something and you need to dress up for it. Okay, it could even be like work or an interview, anything like that, but I need to buy a dress, is what they're saying. Now, there's an energy here of like, I need to look up your dress first to find out what you've got. So, I don't know what that is. Like, I need to look up your dress. But I need to look you up for your address. Address, or Adril, the name Adril, or Cedril, or Adril, or Cedril, or something like that of someone of a foreign name. Okay, but I need to look up your address to find out where it is that you live. Okay, so something might be delivered to you, and it's because you have to give someone your address. Now that might, I don't know if this is like Michael, the name Mike, but like it might be someone that you'd start talking to this month, or you are talking to already, and it requires you to look up their address to find out where it is that they live. Okay, to find out where they live. Olivia. Faith, Olivia. But like, I need to look up your address to find out where it is that you live, so I can turn up. And I don't know whether this is just to say, hello, is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes, I can see it in your smile. You've all I've ever wanted. My arms are open wide. Something to do with the Pisces, 10 of Cups. And I need to look up your address. And or like because your arms are open wide. Open wide? I need to see it open wide. What on earth is that? I need to see it open wide. Nationwide, a bank account, something to do with the nationwide or the nations, nation's army, Nathan, the name Nathan, or Natalie, or Nathan, but like, I need to look up the nation, like, I need to pronounce something to the nation, right? So it might be speaking publicly in some formal manner, but Anne, but I need to this is something to do with Britain, I feel, or Brit, but like the Salvation Army, or like the nation, so nationwide, like something about traveling, maybe travel agents, or like nation. I keep saying Nathan, though. Nathan, Natalie, and the nation. But I keep hearing like a public representative. I can't say that word. Representing a nation, like, and I'm picking up like British Isles and something to do around Britain and the nation. Anyway, see what comes up during your weeklies for any more. But let's see. Leo, where are we? October, Leo. We are the world, we are the future. Michael Jackson. We are the ones that make a brighter day, so let's start giving. Giving something. Giving somebody something. Like, I want to give you it. I want to give you it. I want to do it with you. Somebody wants to do it with someone, and like, I want to give you one. So whatever that is, I don't know, but like, I really want to give you one. So that's either a thing, or like, I really want to give you one. So take that as you will. But anyway, let's see. Leo for October. 5 of Cups. Well, that didn't go very fucking well, did it? Last time in the Capricorn reading, because I'm a Gemini moon, which is a 6, I actually said, man, I've got to get away from this depressed person. That is me. Yes, I am now on Cedra of whatever it's called, I don't know. Severaline or whatever, but it's also known as Zoloft, which is an easier word, but in Britain they don't call it that. But again, 50 milligrams, so there could be depression here. Okay, could be around a Pisces. Okay, so looking at my general health for a lot of you, some of you are in a third party, but some of you just feel low at this time. But building, it's a good card in order to start again. Okay, I need to build it in order to start again. Build it like Noah, and they will come. Okay, someone's finding it very difficult to come, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, there could be a sexual thing here, especially around like I don't know, depression and stuff like that, and also like women's antidepressants, or for the pill, when women are on the pill and stuff like that. There can be sexual problems here. Okay, there's also like this urge and this need for something, but it can't be felt. That's what I'm saying. There really could be depression. You guys really do need to start hopefully following Michael. But like, you might need to start following also Michael if you haven't. Not to all those people that have, to all those people that may not have done, right? Or Donna, but is to or Dan. So you might still be addicted to a person called Dan or Danielle. But like, so this would be a Sagittarius placement, a possible Taurian placement also possible. Okay, but there's like this feeling of like, you know, that it might not be spiritual, where everybody keeps relating to everything spiritually. Okay, so as a leader as a person that's on here, I have to stand up and lead people and also say, yes, I have depression. It is quite serious. I am looking into it. Okay, I am looking into it. I took the first step, contacting doctors, talk to them about it. Okay, look for the signs of what depression would be if you haven't seen those kind of signs, right? Not everything in life is spiritual. Okay, when you've gone through traumatic experiences of loss, if you've lost loved ones, if you've suffered through PTSD and trauma through any kind of relationship, if either be it family or friends, okay, if there's a lot of isolation and there's a lot of worry and there's a lot of worry about nothing, okay, because that would be that, I'm worrying about nothing all of the time, there could be factors of depression, but you need to look into it, okay? So, you'll probably see me banging on about this quite a bit, right? Is to try and, well, follow by example, right? Example. I need to buy a sample. I need to buy a sampler. Okay, you might be really looking into something to do with around music, but some of you may not be able to afford it and you want it. Okay. So, let's see. So you're coming out of it, hopefully. Okay. I mean, if any of you are split up or broke up, somebody could be in mourning. I'm also hearing morning has broken, like the first warning. Sagittarius, Taurus said this before. There could be a parent that is around you that does not help your depression. Pretty much can also blame you for posting things on social media and actually making you feel guilty. The fact that you do it because, oh, I hope you don't. Oh. Some family members really do not help when you have depression. Just put it that way. Okay. So there's a few people on my multimedia of Facebook that are been blocked. Not you, just like people I know. Not people from outer space. Just like some people, fucking Facebook. Oh, I realised that Steve had been posting about depression. Oh, let me just interfere and say the shit that you really don't say to someone that's suffering through depression, that's trying to let people know exactly where I'm at. Right. People can put you down and kick you when you really don't need it, right? But never mind, right? We can carry on, right? It's just noticing those signs in yourself of realising, fuck it, bruv. I'm selfish. 3, I might be selfish or could have a problem, right? Could have a bit of a problem. Could have a bit of a problem. Could have to be selfish. Let's see. Family's right. Let's see. Sorry, it's making me think. Leo for October. Yeah. So, well, there you go. So it could be a new person. Could be children. You might be putting your children down. You might be bringing your children down when they're trying to move away, move out, or just move on. But somebody could suffer from depression. It could actually be a child that actually suffers through depression. It could be yourselves. You could be the child of a mother that puts you down all the time and doesn't make you feel any better. Actually adds things in that doesn't actually make it any better. Kind of makes it worse by probably telling you certain things that, you know, you really shouldn't be telling everybody about all the problems that you've got, you know. Right, but there you go. So fuck it. Right, but would absolutely never know that the person's actually got PTSD, trauma and depression within oneself, but wouldn't admit that. Right? But there you go. That's a family cycle right there. But for a lot of you here, like I said, there really could be where you've decided to not do something and maybe meet a new person, or you might be thinking about meeting up with your past even, right? Even, or Stephen, and you might be thinking about your past. You might actually be called Stephen and you're actually just thinking about your own past, right? All of my own past mistakes, I'm going to have to start being accountable for what it is that I've caused in my life, and then start to go over that, but not dwell on it, but actually start to feel better and move on once I have decided that I have actually caused certain things that have gone on with me because of why? Because of certain energies of also depression. But don't let that fool you either. Don't let that fool you either, right? Because you still have to be self-aware of energies that are around you as well, right? So it's a mixture of a feeling, to be quite honest with you, right? But yeah, there is a feeling of loss here, okay? There might be because I realise that I have to let this go and move on with a new person. It could be a family thing. October for Leo. October for Leo. See, everybody's so generically into this is your love life. It's a tarot card reading. It's your love life. Fuck, bro. No wonder sometimes they don't really relate, because the majority of people on YouTube are fucking single, right? So there are more messages out there. If they're not relating within your love, it's because this is your life. This is fucking Michael Aspel, right? This is Michael, right? Michelle. Anyway, let's see. Leo. What's going on with Leo for October? Leo for October. So 5 again, man. Sagittarius, Taurus person, probably causing you a lot of shit. Maybe in your family. You could be the child of this person, that no matter where you go, does this person not stop plaguing you here by causing conflict, by actually not making it any better. Actually makes it worse. Actually makes things worse here. Leo, you had this a while back. Can you remember, if you've been following my channel for a while, where all these 5s were plaguing you, right? And it was about your relationship at the time, right? A life path 5, someone that's a life path 5, or a Sagittarius, or a Taurus placement around you in your soul group, that does not make things any better for you, right? But don't forget, if you are a life path 5 and you are around people that are like Taurus, Sagittarius, and say if you're around those kind of people, right, and you're a Leo and you've got 5 in your placement somewhere, and the people that you are around are like Sagittarius, Taurus people in your soul group, no blame to anybody, but there seems to be a lot of it here, right? There seems to be a lot of it here. No matter where do I go, do I run into conflict where someone just doesn't fucking leave me alone and just like constantly makes it worse and doesn't actually make it any better whatsoever. Okay, doesn't actually make it any better, right? Because it's kind of like, oh, you know, what's going on now? What's the matter now? You're always feeling down, aren't you? And then you react to a person. Always react to a person that doesn't make it any better. They make it worse, not any better, right? Because it's like I'm trying to move on, but when I do I have to go through all of this shit? This is the last thing I need when I get home from work, or when I just come out with anything in my life. When I come out with it, do you cause conflict in my life to make me feel worse and no better than what I was anyway? See, so there's a person around you here that isn't making anything any better. Now, you could be a mother here, right? You could be a mother and you've got children, right? And your children are like causing you a lot of conflict, right? But trust me, if you've got a very strange energy around you, there's a person that always thinks, oh, fuck it, bro, I'm just sick to death of fucking, fucking narcs, right? But, you know, unbelievable. You're unbelievable, Carter, Jackie. But yeah, doesn't make it any better. Oh, I heard by everybody keeps coming up to me telling me that you're depressed and everything else. Oh, I hope you haven't told everybody about, you know, certain things that I wouldn't actually say anyway. Oh, we couldn't possibly let the next door neighbours know that something's wrong with the perfect lifestyle of Mrs. Bucket. Trust me. Up your own arse. Oh God, no. Possibly, no, we couldn't. Can't let people know what's really going on behind closed doors. We need to do this in secret just to fucking piss you off. Yeah, Snooty. Mrs. Snooty. Into everybody's business and then pretty much slags every motherfucker off anyway. Like, you know, oh God, oh God, have you seen the neighbours? Oh God. Snooty. Anyway, let's see. Leo Aquarius. Leo Aquarius. Well, thank fuck there's something new on the horizon. I think that you're kind of like on this, well, there's 100% a broken relationship within family here, 100%. Six of Cups is no more. It's still there. It's just this person keeps reflecting negative shit. Someone keeps reflecting negative shit onto someone that's already feeling down, right? That already feels down, doesn't actually help the situation around family. That's a given, right? Yeah, because that would be a Six of Cups. Now, for a lot of you, you got a metaphysical connection with someone that you're not with, right? You're not with. And you're trying to like, listen, you're just going to have to bear with me. I'm a king, okay? I make the decisions for my business, for my life, and for my job. I decide what's best for everybody, right? This could also be Rob, or Robin Realms, or Robin, or Robert, okay? Robert. Roberts, Robinson, Steve Robinson, Tina Robinson. But I decide what's best, okay? Now, this would be a Capricorn. If it is a Capricorn, it would be a Gemini as well, because it would mean 6. If it's a Taurus, it would mean 5, which would be a Sagittarius, and you've already got that. And if it's a Virgo, it would be 9 on its own, right? This could be a Libra, or a Life Path 2, Life Path 5. But you've kind of got this where, fuck it, bruv, I'm a king. I do what I want. I speak to who I want when I want. Okay, now, if there's energies of, like I said, there could be a new person for a lot of you, a new person, and you have to go through this to get to this, which means that it's a choice. 2 can also mean a choice. It can mean I can either stay as I am, or I can focus on something that's going to be like the king, right? Meaning it's either old or a new energy. So I either stay like this, okay, I either stay like this, or I look at why it is that I feel like this. And if I individually feel like this, then there's hope here, because the king is here. So it's a reflection of something getting better, right? Because this would always be a yes card, really. So you've kind of got this, we're with the bank that likes to say yes, we're with the Woolwich, or Woolly, right? But yeah, there's a choice to be made, and that's either stay as I am or do something about it to feel better, because I haven't done the rest of the reading yet. But there might be, because you've got 5 and 2, which is 5, 6, 7, 7 of Cups, Cancerian, or Life Path 7, a choice. Do I stay like this, or do I work on it? Do I work on a past relationship or a new one? What do I want? What's best for me? What's possible? What isn't possible? Okay. You always go over those factors when it comes to a 7 of Cups, right? Because you look at distance, you look at travel, you look at time, you look at everything. Everything comes into play of anything that is outside of the realms of a 7 of Cups, which can mean metaphysical. It's metaphysical, it isn't physically possible. It's just metaphysical, right? So in those metaphysical times, anything is possible of everybody meeting everybody on social media or anywhere, right? And where it just physically isn't possible, where it isn't possible, right? So then when you come out of the 7 of Cups, you start thinking more practically, like a king does. I have to start thinking more practically. What is possible for me to actually do right now? Because if it isn't this, then I can't do it, right? If it is practical and it really does come up in my life where I'm like, well, you know what, that's a really good possibility, then that's either an impossible no, but a possible yes for the future. It depends on what comes up in your energy here, right? Because there's definitely a mission impossible here, which is to try and get family to understand, because they won't. And they don't. Never. It's not just like a momentary lapse of reason. Have you always tried to reason with the person that's around you constantly, and you've never found a reason in order to really forgive or forget or drop it and just not continue to do the same thing? Have you ever found a reason? Have you ever found an answer that you're looking for? No, right? We never really find those answers until we find it. Till we find it, right? Till we've had enough, right? So cycles of family just go on and on and on and on until you just, well, basically a good way is to stop listening to the person. You just, just don't listen to them. But, yeah, because this could be to do with like grandchildren and children here, and families causing a lot of conflict and stuff, and blah, 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 like a Libra energy, right? Could be the birthday and I'm recovering from something. It could be an illness and I'm recovering from an illness, I'm covering as a nurse. I'm a covering nurse. I'm covering your shift at work. Anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to look at the rest of your reading, Leo. That's just a very quick, brief interlude of entertainment purposes. If you would like to join, you are more than welcome. It is very cheap, depending on which tier it is that you choose. You've got tier 1, which is your monthly, but you also get another one before the month end if you're already joined. Okay. If you want any more after that, then the full access bundle obviously gives you access to everything all the time that you're actually a member. Okay, so you can watch anything until your heart's content, but they only come out on the 1st, and the 1st until the 7th will only come out on Patron. The first week only comes out on Patron. It doesn't come out on YouTube. Gives me time in order to catch up through the rest of the month, but that's where you'll get it. The video does explain everything below. Any like, share, comment, subscription will really help also, or even dislike if you don't like it. It still helps just because you watch it. And then we're going to do you a full spread and clarify it and see generally what you've got coming up for your month. But if you want the extended, all info is provided below. Thank you so much, Leo. I really do appreciate it, guys. Hope you have a great October, and stay tuned for more.